Yeah, hi there. These comments are for Nakaza, and we're back in business. I apologize. Sometimes the owner of VoxyPop does some site maintenance, at which time his site goes dark. It looks like there was about 2 days in there where nothing was working at VoxyPop, but it's back in business. Everything's working again. And you completed an integrated speaking practice test number 6. And I am Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-step system to pass a TOEFL IBT. And now I'm going to listen to your practice test.
In both reading and listening passage, the nuclear power plant is mentioned. Even though the nuclear power plant is able to turn raw uranium into lowly enriched uranium.
Okay, so you're getting there. I would be a little bit more specific. This is kind of difficult, but the reading passage is talking about the dangers of nuclear energy, and the listening passage gives an example of one of those dangers, which is a Chernobyl accident, right? So then say, according to the reading passage, blah, 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 and then according to the lecture, blah, blah, blah. So make sure that we know where all this information is coming from.
As a weapon through the process, through the same process, it has the opportunity to create highly enriched uranium as a weapon. During the listening passage, the professor...
Now, I don't think you have exactly all the key points. The main point of the reading is this. The International Atomic Energy Agency has difficulty determining what countries are doing with the enriched uranium that they have. A, are they using it for energy? Or B, are they using it for weapons? I think this was an important point in the reading that you missed.
Is aware of the nuclear power is, what the nuclear power is. It might be used to produce weapons, and he is concerned about the use for energy and risk of accident. In terms of risk of accident, he mentioned one example by using Chernobyl power plant in Ukraine.
Exactly. So the listening passage is giving an example to illustrate the dangers of nuclear energy.
It exploded, and it's known for the worst nuclear power plant accident. It killed 38 people, and according to WHO, New Scotland is far away from Ukraine. Its radiation level is 110,000 times more than Gore.
Okay, so you kind of ran out of time there. So I think part of your difficulty here is choosing the right information, the most important points in the reading, the most important points in the lecture, and then explaining that information. So I think that you missed, like I said, one of the key points in the reading. You could probably organize your ideas a little bit better to the actual speaking task. Now let me go ahead and click on the rubrics here. I'm going to give you a score. This is a tough one. The TOEFL will not be this hard, by the way. A lot of students, when they take the TOEFL IBT exam after completing my integrated speaking and integrated writing tasks, they tell me the TOEFL was easy. So you'll probably find that same thing. Based on your response, I'm going to give you a score, 2.1 out of 4, 17 points out of 30 on this one. So I think you had some problems with your completeness and the accuracy of the information that you were saying, as I pointed out. I think you can organize your ideas a little bit better by saying things like according to the reading passage or the speaker in the lecture claims. You want to make sure that you're explaining this information from either the reading or the listening passage, and that's what we're doing when we're summarizing other people's ideas. You can probably benefit by going over listening lesson number 1 and reading lesson number 1, which focuses a lot on note-taking, which I think this is where you can make some improvements, is make sure you have the right notes. Your notes are complete, focusing on the main idea, the most important supporting points. You can also benefit by studying speaking lesson number 7. Alrighty, anyway, thank you very much for completing the integrated speaking practice test.